Right now, 8 minutes and 20 seconds ago, something impossible happened. The sun, that burning sphere of hydrogen and helium that has anchored our solar system for 4.6 billion years, simply vanished. Not exploded, not dimmed. Gone. Removed from existence as if it had never been there at all. You don't know it yet. Nobody does. Light travels at a finite speed, and the last photons the sun ever released are still racing toward Earth. For 8 more minutes, the sky will look exactly as it always has. Coffee brews in kitchens. Alarms ring. Children walk to school beneath a sky that has already become a lie. A farmer stands in a golden wheat field, watching the horizon, unaware that in 8 minutes, that golden light will be the last his crops ever receive. And then the light stops arriving. The sky goes dark. Not the gentle darkness of night, with its moon and stars. A darkness deeper than anything humanity has ever known. The stars appear, suddenly vivid, but they offer no comfort. Because in that same moment, you realize the thing that made life possible on this planet is gone. What happens next? Hour 1. You're standing at your window when noon becomes midnight. The streetlights flicker on, confused by sensors that detect darkness they were never designed to understand. Car headlights sweep across roads where drivers have pulled over, staring upward at nothing. The temperature begins to drop. Not dramatically at first. Earth's atmosphere holds enormous heat. But it's relentless. You watch your breath start to fog inside your own living room. A half-full coffee cup on your kitchen table develops a thin skin of ice, crystallizing from the edges inward. Within a week, that cup will be frozen solid to the bottom. But the cold isn't what kills first. The chaos is. Hour 3. Gravity travels at the speed of light. Earth has stopped orbiting. You can't feel it. You're moving with it. But the planet is now flying into the void at 67,000 miles per hour, like a stone released from a sling. The news anchors try to explain this. Most of them are crying. Hour 6. Every grocery store within 50 miles has been emptied. Power grids are failing as everyone runs every heater, every light, every appliance they own. You're filling your bathtub with water before the pumps stop. You're dragging furniture toward the smallest room in your house, the one you can seal and heat with your own body. In those first hours, you're still warm, but you're already preparing for the cold that's coming. Because you understand now, nobody is coming to save you. There's nothing to save you from. The sun is gone. Day 3. You've burned through your firewood and started on the bookshelf. The collected works of Shakespeare goes first. You tear out pages methodically, feeding them to the small fire you've built in a metal trash can in the center of your sealed room. Smoke stings your eyes, but warmth is worth more than comfort now. Outside, the world has frozen. The last wheat field you saw on television, golden, beautiful, the farmer still standing in it when the broadcast cut, is now a field of brittle ice. The frost line advanced across it in less than an hour, turning gold to white to grey. That image stays with you. That was the moment you understood. Day 14. The oceans are freezing from the surface down. Ice is forming a crust over water that will remain liquid beneath for centuries, heated by Earth's radioactive core. You've heard rumors on the shortwave radio. Some people are moving toward the volcanic zones, toward geothermal fields, toward anywhere the Earth itself still bleeds heat. Month 2. You've joined a convoy heading toward a nuclear plant 200 miles north. The reactors will keep running for decades. There's a community forming there, they say. Greenhouse lights, heated dormitories, a future maybe. Plants died within days. Animals followed. The food chain collapsed in silence, beneath snow that never stops falling. You pass through cities where nothing moves, where cars sit frozen in intersections. where the last traffic light still cycles green, amber, red, but no one stops for it anymore. The sun gave you light. It gave you a future. Now the future is measured in years, not millennia. Here's what most people miss when they imagine this scenario. It's not really about the sun at all. It's about how much we take for granted. Somewhere in the convoy, in the backseat of a car that hasn't stopped moving in 3 days, a child has fallen asleep, clutching a drawing she made at school last week. A house, a family, and in the corner of the page, because there is always a yellow circle in the corner, a sun. She didn't think about drawing it. She's never once wondered if it would be there tomorrow. The sun was furniture, a given, something that simply was. You find the drawing when the car stops for fuel. You hold it under a flashlight. The yellow circle looks back at you. Your kitchen table is 200 miles behind you, frozen in the dark. The morning you last sat at it, light falling across the wood grain, hands around a warm mug, steam rising. That morning existed because one ordinary star had burned steadily for 4.6 billion years. You didn't know that. You were thinking about your inbox. The universe doesn't owe us continuity. Every sunrise is a gift we forgot to notice we were receiving. Consider what the sun actually is. Not metaphorically, physically. It contains 86% of all the mass in our solar system. Every planet, every moon, every asteroid, every comet. Rounding errors orbiting a fire so large that 1 million Earths could fit inside it. Astronomers have a photograph called the pale blue dot, taken by Voyager 1 from the edge of the solar system in 1990. Earth appears as a single pixel, suspended in a beam of scattered light, a mote of dust. That is where you are. That is where every human being who has ever lived was born, fell in love, built cities, and died. And every single one of them woke up beneath the same star. Every generation, every civilization, every child who ever drew a yellow circle in the corner of a piece of paper, the same star burning steadily, not once asking to be noticed. You are a blink in its lifespan, and yet here you are, noticing. Tomorrow morning, the sun will rise. You'll stand at your window with coffee in your hand, watching light spill across rooftops, across trees, across the ordinary world you've forgotten is extraordinary. The warmth will touch your face, particles that traveled 8 minutes across the void just to find you. You won't think about any of this. You'll reach for your phone, scroll through messages, worry about deadlines that suddenly seem very small. You'll take for granted every photon, every degree of warmth, every leaf outside your door. But maybe, just for a moment, you'll set the phone down. You'll step outside, tilt your face toward the sky, and stand there, just breathing, just feeling. The light will fall across your closed eyelids. Your skin will warm, and something in you will recognize what you're receiving. That's not nothing. That's everything. We chase success, security, recognition. We plan for futures we assume will arrive. We scroll through screens while the greatest light show in the solar system plays outside our windows. Think about the convoy in the dark. The people in those cars would give everything, every ambition, every grievance, everything they thought mattered. For one ordinary Tuesday morning, coffee brewing, the sound of birds, light moving across a kitchen floor. That morning exists right now, outside your window. It will exist tomorrow. It is arriving whether you notice it or not. What if the most precious thing about the sun isn't its light, but the fact that you're here to see it? If this made you look at tomorrow's sunrise a little differently, you're exactly who we make these for. Subscribe, and we'll keep asking the questions that change how you see everything.